Hello and welcome to episode 9 of the Chiswick Coffee Break. Today my guest is Jenny N from West East Design. Hello Jenny, thank you for being here. So here's a little bit something about Jenny. She graduated from graphic design in advertising at the University of Arts, London in 2008, and in the same year proceeded to open her own design and print franchise business covering the areas of Hammersmith and Chiswick. Alongside her family business within the travel industry, Jenny took advantage to make connections to become a major contact for design and print, working with various hospitality and travel businesses, including places such as the Landmark Hotel Mayfair, the Thai Tourist Board, Cathay Pacific, Oman Air Astana, to name just a few, and various health and leisure businesses across London. As the print industry changed, becoming more accessible to everybody, Jenny maneuvered and evolved her business to offer brand design and creative direction to small and medium-sized businesses while still offering design and print packages. Jenny prides herself on providing creative solutions for campaigns with a wide perspective to targeted audiences for projects both big and small. She very much understands client needs from her own experiences and expertise owning her own restaurant and operations in property management. So welcome, Jenny, and thanks very much for being my guest today.
Thank you, Jean, for having me. I'm very excited to be here today.
That was quite a bio. I enjoyed that. I didn't know that about the restaurant and operations and property. That's really good. So I'm going to start off simply as a designer. What inspires your creativity?
People, actually. People, different cultures and traditions, people's perspective and ideas and personalities. I just love soaking up all that, and it sparks my imagination. I definitely think there's so much diversity out there, and so it's constantly ongoing. The more people you meet, and then naturally, I think I'm drawn to different movements and eras like Bauhaus architecture and the Art Deco period, Japandi sort of interior design, sort of very calm sort of environments and spaces and design styles. Whilst there's also a part of me that's attracted to sort of, outrageous contrast. So bold, anything bold stands out, sort of disruptive. It's a bit of an interesting balance there, but there's quite a few things. It's very extreme sort of ends of the spectrum that sort of sparks off my creativity.
I think that's what makes you a creative person, because you see all the different perspectives and see all the different things. In the design world, I guess the word, the name Canva probably may or may not inspire. But I mean, as a designer and a brand specialist, etc., how do you deal, or how do you work with clients with Canva?
So Canva, I think, is a great tool for especially small businesses and those with a small budget to work with. In terms of how, why would you differentiate whether someone uses Canva or wants to work on their brand identity with a professional? It's really the creative direction and strategy that comes into it, which if you're using Canva on your own, you wouldn't be able to have that sort of expertise. And the strategy and creative direction really sort of hones in on what your business is about, your target audience, what sort of message are you trying to communicate with your clients. And so with the designer, we take all that in and create logos that are responsive to print and digital for different formats. We work with your color palette, your fonts, and so there's a sense of consistency that we create there, so that the audience, or the targeted audience, really build trust and a relationship with the brand. Canva unfortunately can't do that, but I do, as mentioned, feel that Canva is a great tool that, as a designer, I would send off my clients to then take their branding identity and all the assets produced so that they can be hands-on with their own branding moving forward.
So it's almost working hand in hand. It's starting the process, allowing the customer or the business to be able to then take it forward.
That's it, rather than designer or Canva. I think is a good combination there to combine them.
Cool. So I met you because you're involved in things like the Bedford Park Festival and the Chiswick Book Festival, etc. You do the branding and the artwork for those. How did you get involved?
So with the franchise set up, I think 14 years ago, around on King Street in Hammersmith, head office actually did all the marketing within a 3 mile radius of the store, and it was for design and print services. And Taryn Douglas, who organizes the Chiswick Book Festival, and at the time the Bedford Park Festival, had found me from the I suppose it was the website optimization, and then contacted me to do the design and print of the various sort of marketing materials. And that was 13 years ago. I know.
Years ago. Unbelievable. No, so you're really you're part of the festival for sure. You're an integral part of the festival, I think.
It's such a wonderful festival, and to see it evolve over the years, and the resilience during COVID was just really amazing. So yeah, really glad to be part of it.
I think there's, without giving away secrets, I think there's some exciting things on the horizon for coming up, for particularly the Chiswick Book Festival. So I can't wait. And finally, the question I ask everybody, or I finish off with, is what's your favorite place in Chiswick?
Oh, I do have a whole list. So I live just on the outskirts of Chiswick, but I've been going to the art shop at Tannum Green Terrace since I was 15. And I bought all my supplies there at university and the early days of my business. And now I'm finding myself purchasing things there for my daughter's schooling. So that's definitely one place. And the other, I think, like many locals, the Chiswick House and Gardens. We've just had so many lovely memories there. So yeah, definitely that.
Chiswick House and Gardens comes up for everybody. And I think I can understand why. I think they have a summer of so many things going on. It's a great local asset, I think.
I think so too. Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Jenny. Jenny from West East Design. I really appreciate being my guest today. And thank you, everybody, for watching, and hope to see you at the next episode.
Thank you, everybody. And thank you, Jeannie, for having me.
Pleasure. Take care.
And you.